Hi everyone, welcome back to Candid Perspectives with Kenny and Rian. So today we're here with some Form 2 students and we just want to know how they feel about school. So I'm here with
Tuning Dennis.
and
Eliana Ellis.
all right. So first question, what do y'all miss most about school?
Being
Well,
able to interact with the other students.
to add on to that, I also miss the interaction because I feel like school has to do with work, of course, but I also think that an important part of school is also making friends, and sometimes they become lifelong friends. Sometimes they're just there for that school season, and they also, I think, having friends sometimes relieve that stress of school, and it makes you feel more comfortable being in that school environment. And when you're online, it's a lot harder to make that connection. And I think as you get older, especially since we've been in quarantine for about a year now, I think a lot of us have matured a lot since the last time we've been in school. So I think it makes it more difficult to, well, you can't really show that maturity just by hiding behind a blank screen. So I wish, I think I enjoy it, online classes, but I do think that it's a lot more difficult to connect with people and to just show who you are and to understand teachers and just to learn better and make classes more fun. It's a lot harder when you're doing it online.
All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Intense.
That's
So,
true.
how has online school been for you so far? How do you feel about your class? How do you feel about your classmates, your teachers, how your school is running things? Ex-
Well, I think that some of the teachers are doing their best to actually keep the students entertained and into their subjects. Other teachers are just putting you in it to pass it.
mhm. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think some of the teachers kind of got a bit more lazy because they're at home, so they feel like there's not as much pressure to pass when you're at home, but there is still the pressure to pass because we still have to write exams.
Yeah.
And then when you don't do well in school, they're like, "Hey, you all at home. You all should have been studying more. All the responsibilities on you." When that's not really true. So I think teachers did get more lazy, like she said. And I think also it's two ways students also got a bit more lazy because it's online. I will admit I haven't been in as much studying because it's at home, so I haven't really been seeing it as real school, though it is real school right now anytime again.
All right. Understood. So tell me honestly, do you feel as though you're learning anything?
For some subjects, I would think yes, like biology, chemistry, and subjects you didn't do in primary school. But in the ones you did do, it's like you're just repeating everything and adding little tips on.
Yeah, like with the teachers becoming more lazy. A
Hmm.
lot of the teachers use like videos and stuff, and they don't even say anything in the Zooms. They just play videos. And how much could a video really teach you? Because only the teacher knows the students and what the students need to know, and a video doesn't know that. So not as much, but something. It's in between.
So, along those same lines, do you feel as though the quality of work has downgraded?
I mean, the SCA exam felt like it was easier than what they were setting us up for. So
Mm-hmm.
I would say from that standard, yes. But what they are actually teaching us in the new subjects they're introducing are a lot harder.
I actually do think it's downgraded. I think that personally, I think that it's just. I feel like it's a lot less work, and I personally feel like it's not as challenging as it was before. But I mean, sometimes challenging doesn't mean it's an upgrade. But I think it has kind of downgraded a little bit.
So do y'all want to go back to school or would y'all prefer to stay online?
Well, I'm still making up my mind about that. I think that having online classes would help students and maybe encourage them to get into class early. But I also, as I said before, with real school, off of the computers, you can have friends and actually interact. Interacting with friends through like Zoom and calls aren't that fun.
Right.
I like online classes, but I think it's kind of selfish because not a lot of people can use online. Not everybody has devices, so I think it would be best for everyone if it came back to real school. But
Yeah.
I personally prefer online because it's just a lot less stress added to you, and you're able to take your time with your subjects. And even though the teachers aren't teaching as much, you're then able to teach yourself in the way that goes with your learning style.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you guys for sharing. We really appreciate you sharing your opinions with us and your experience so far. And I mean, hopefully at some point, I mean, we could all go back to school, or maybe we can all do some online schools if that's what you prefer. But that will be the end of this week's episode. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Coming up on Candid Perspectives.
So, how has online school been for you so far?
And it gets kind of overwhelming if you don't plan out how you're going to do your day. Sometimes
doc class. I can't touch class when I'm going in person.
Other teachers are just putting you in it to pass it.
catch my taste to go to class. I could just get up, I could be in my sleep clothes and just turn on my laptop and go and log on to class. And if I miss the first 10 minutes, I could just go back to the recording.
Actual reason to get well put together because these
So, what would you guys say you're most looking forward to when school finally reopens?
Yeah, it might sound a little basic, but the food. I'm sorry.
We're back! Join us every Friday for new episodes of Candid Perspectives.